Good morning. Today I'll be showing you how to obtain these patterns. I'm using them to make a summer outfit. So there's a little rose, the center, and the edges like this. I use different colors because I like bright colors. And this one is a simple round circles with half double crochets, double crochets, and triple crochets, and single crochets all around. So stay tuned and see how we begin. But today I'll focus on this one, and each episode I'll show you how to obtain different ones, because you can do different things. Like this yellow one, you can do this one, a little patch, and I'm going to increase this one, and you can do this one as well. So I'll show you the various different episodes on this video. Thank you. Materials needed here would be thread. I'm using very light thread because it's very good thread for summer. There's different types of wool or yarn, but I'm using the cotton shine effect, which I bought, and the scissors as always, the crochet hook. For the crochet hook, I'm using a size 3.5 crochet hook millimeter. You can use whatever size depending on you, but on the work itself that I'm using, you can use between the 3.5 and the 4. And then the tip to measure the length. For this one that I did so far is up to, from here to here, is 22 inch, but you can do yours bigger depending on what you want to do. You can do just a very small one depending on what you want to do. So but mine is 22, and I'm using a glitter color that is yellow. One of my work I'm yarning over, or doing a slip stitch or a ring. In every circle you do, you always have to get a ring or a slip stitch done. So that's my one. This for the beginning, yeah. And I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So for the first part of this ring is 19 double crochets, which by I yarn over, do 2 chains, yarn over, back into the center of the ring itself. I do 1, 2, yarn over, back to the center, 1, 2. So I'm going to do 19 of this, and I will join you again. So at this point here, you can see I have 19 double crochets. So in order for me to carry on to this part number 2, I am going to do a slip stitch, whereby I put it through this first chain up, go through. So that's what's called a slip. So in order to obtain 2 double crochets, 1 single, I need to do 2 single chains, yarn over, leave this first one, walk into the first space there, 1, 2. Let me put pins here so you see what I mean, like 2 single crochet, 1 single, 2 single crochets, 1 single. So right now I'm going to put pins so you can see where I'll be working. And for the first pin here, my plastic hooks are not around, so sorry for me using this one, because this one is when you're sewing, but you can also use it for wool. So you can see the first one will be here, I'll be skipping 2, and the second one will be there. So every time you put 4, you skip 1, you put there, because we're trying to obtain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 flower patterns. So 1, 2, 3. I'm just marking my work so that if you forget where to put the pegs or the pins. As you can see, I'm back now to the final last one, the last set of the flower, which I was telling you about. I've done 2 double crochets, 1 single, 2 double crochets into the same one, from here I'll do a slip stitch like that, pull through and chain, and repeat the same 4 in there. So it's 8 in total, 4 on one chain, 4 on single, and then the next 4. I'll carry all over and I'll join you on the very last one. To do 4, we chain 1, 2. In each of these now we'll be putting 2 double crochets like that, yarn over, triple 2, yarn over, 3, 2. In between we'll do another 4 to do the next 2. 4 single chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, pull through, 1, 2, carry on to the next one. So I'm going to repeat all of this till I reach the end, and I'll meet you there. Thank you. So I've reached at the last line of the work. So on each of my work you can see there's repetition, whereby I do 2 chains and I end, or I'll come here and I show you. And you cannot really find the beginning or the end because I will do a slip stitch. Here I'm doing 4 chains. As you can see, I'm doing the single double crochets all around on top of my work, which I've already started so far. All you do is yarn over, work on the chains, and on top of the double crochet, doing single chains all around. As you can see me do, like this, all the way to the end of the work. Make sure you're doing every single chain to the end of the work. So if yarn over, pull through, and your work will be lying like this. So I'm going to carry all of this all around, and I'll meet you at this end to show the next layer with a different color. So at this point I've done all around the circle with a flower inside, so the patchwork is complete all around with the circle. I'll complete this and do a slip stitch because I'll be using a different color of yarn. A different color of yarn, as you can see here, for this edge part. Here there are 3 different colors involved, but we're only going to be using 2. So I've done all of this construction bit to this point, and then we'll be doing this color bit. This ring, which is triple crochets single, half double crochet single, I'll be putting my needle back into the beginning of this work here, backward, pull the yarn over, and I'll be chaining. This is a bit tricky as well, and I'll be chaining 1, 2, 3. On this 3 is this line here. This line, just long ones you see here, this long strands. On this 3 I'll be chaining another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in between this line and this line altogether should be 7 to be able to take you there, or 6. So I've already done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That will give me 4 singles. Hello, welcome on to almost the finishing touches for the rose flower, or for the flower for the spring that I've been doing for the patchwork. So where I am now, and I've done already the part 1, which was this one, the 2, the 3, and the 4, and the 5, which are the triple crochets going all around. So as you can see, this is a line. So So what I'm doing next is this part where I do 2 chains here. So that's 4 in 1, 4 chains, 4 double crochets. So what I mean is I will be doing yarn over, I'll be doing 2 chains. I always start my work with 2 chains to secure it, and I'll be doing 4 double crochets like this. 1, 2, 3. So in every crochet work, to be on the safe side, you always have to have your hook, your crochet hook, your scissors, your tape, and your pins. This is what I mean by pins, like this. So you mark your work where you remember. So for this one, as you can see, you have a space in between of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'll put my first peg in between. It should be space. My first peg will be there. The first one is not counted, but when you carry on working, you count. So this is the first one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is our pegs all around like this, and we will be using a white color, this one, to do the edges. On this work here is blue that has been used, a glitter blue. I'm sure you know I love glitter and I love bright colors, so I'm using a glitter blue to do this triple, and for this one I'll be using white. With all my works, as you can see, I always do my ring or my slip knot to begin with. And I put my hook. I've been using the hook 3.5mm hook through the work. I pull the thread through the first thread like that, and I secure it. As you can see, I've gone all around of the work, and I showed you in the beginning, and it's lined exactly like this one all around. That's the first stitch of the 3 double crochets and 11 all around, and the next one is in between the work. So what I'm going to do is show one more time the way I did it. I have the yarn wrap all over my hand. I chain to 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yarn over there. I put pegs or pins in my work to remember where they are. So if you're like me or you're already fastening, you can do it without the pins, but this is for beginners and you need to do the pins. I've done 3 double crochets, pull through all of it, and I'll chain 11 again. So this is the first thing of the first straight 3 loads of the work all around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. So I'm doing this because I'm using it for a beach wear, but if you want to have a flower looking like this one, you need to go back to the beginning of my work step by step, and you're obtaining something looking like this. At the end of the work, I'm doing a slip stitch on the first single chain, and this is the first layer of it done already, which is like this one all around. So for the final thing, I'm going to repeat what I did on the second one. So I'll slip stitch, start the 3rd clusters, and then do it all around, and that is it for your work that's finished. When I mean slip stitch, I'm going to slip stitch like this. Just put the needle through pull, the needle through pull to the center of the work. So I've got 2 more to go. Yeah, this is common mistakes that happens when you're doing. So even if you know how to crochet, sometimes your yarn can pull out. So you can see me pulling and pulling to 1 more to the center. There it goes. In order for cutting my thread and losing it, you just slip stitch to the center and I do 2 chains and 3 double crochets. That's 1, 2, 3. Go through all of them at once and chain 11 and go to the next one. So just do this to the very end of the work and you'll have this. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more video. And this is how your flower patchwork should look like. Thank you.